You went to just a one-man band thing, or
Well, see,
or
the
is it
first
more of
band.
just like I know exactly what I want. I
Right.
don't really want to,
Well, I've always felt that way. See,
Yeah.
like since I started playing the guitar, I've always had songs in my head, and I'm a visionary. So
Mhm.
any band I've been in, I've always been, without a doubt, any band I've ever been, I've always been the only person who seems like I cared the most.
Yeah.
And I was actually, because when I was a kid, I thought everybody's vision was to just be a musician, try and
Yeah.
be a famous musician. I thought that was everybody's goal until I
Yeah.
realized, wait, that's not how life works.
Mhm.
That's only my crazy vision.
Yeah.
And like the first band, we were terrible because we were all just beginning at our instruments. And
Understandable.
it was garbage. I have the first three songs. I remember one day we went to practice and we set up my little Dell laptop. We hit the record on the $10 cheap microphone, and we recorded a few demos, and they were terrible, but I still have them. When I listen back, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe the guitar's out of tune. I'm not singing right. The bass player, who was he doing? The drummer was right on time, but yeah. So we were terrible. But every band I've always been in, I've always been the one who was the driving force behind it, and I've always had problems with drummers in the past. Or there's always been some weak link, and you're only as strong as your weakest link. So in my head, I said, you know what? If I'm only as strong as my weakest link, I'm gonna be the only link. And I've mentioned before in other interviews and things, I was inspired by watching Brown Bird, this group Brown Bird, where the guy was playing a kick and a tam block or a tamarine, and his wife, he's not around anymore, but his wife was playing upright bass, singing and violin. And basically, it was a two-piece, but the guy was playing drums with his feet, and I said, wait.
You could do that.
Whoa. And then I turned out to be pretty good at it.
Nice.
And 6 years later now, now I'm doing polyrhythms with my feet while I'm soloing and singing. So,
Heck yeah, man.
I figure
That independence.
if I can do it myself, Limp Bizkit, yeah, when I was a kid, Limp Bizkit, there was a quote. He said, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. So the only way to make this work the way I want and not have to worry about anybody else,
Just do it yourself.
one-man band.
Yeah.
And I happen to be the only guy really. Nobody does exactly what I do, so I'm going for it,
Yeah, man, you're like the literal meaning of one-man band.
One
'Cause
man
a lot of people,
band.
they'll call themselves that, but it's like, oh, you play with tracks too, though.
Record a track,
record
pick up
tracks,
another
and
instrument.
all
You're
that
just
stuff.
walking on 2 feet while you're playing.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
hitting drums with 2 feet while you're playing.
Yeah. I mean, if it would be a little bit different if you were like loop the drums or something, but when you
Right.
got the drums and all these other things like right on the computer, you can't necessarily say you're just one.
The computer's your band.
Yeah,
You're-
exactly.
You're just a guy controlling a robot.
Yep.
Although I will have the ability to record my drums,
Mm-hmm.
but that's just like as a extra flavoring.
Yeah,
but
But even then, you're still playing them.
Exactly.
So that's the difference between there.
You
And that's
bet.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
So it's been about 6 years that you've been doing the solo and not being in a band, or do you still try to play with bands or something? Or?
Well, I've got some groups I play with. Sometimes I go. I play drums with this band back home called the Victory Drive, and I've went on tour with them last year. And every now and again he calls me, and at home I'll form some bands. Like I had a friend of mine. His name was Van Ness, and I'm Oregano, so we made a little trio called Van Reagan just to land a gig somewhere. And I got a new group. I'm forming a new group around home just to do some jam gigs and stuff, and we're calling it Joint Custody.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Joint Custody Band, whatever. New Jersey's most wanted jam unit. So I jam with people. It's I like to show different aspects of my playing, not just sitting at a kit and banging with my feet and then play. I like to get up, play guitar, look at people, and it's actually easier when you play with a band because I don't have to focus on 5 things at once. I could just play the guitar, but so that's always fun to do some extra things like that.
So Joint Custody, it's like a jam band? Like you guys just get up there and jam? Or
Well, yeah, we're just
funky stuff?
It's just me and some of my friends that whenever we end up playing, we know covers, but we jam on solos. We we just take
you play
it.
guitar for that?
I'll play guitar. I might play drums, but I'm definitely going to be mainly guitar and singing.
Nice.
And I've got a friend of mine plays the keyboard. My other friend plays the bass. And I got a guy on the drums that I'm friendly with, the guy Van Ness that we did band, right? He's going to play the drums.
Nice.
And it's just a bunch of like professional musicians in the area that I'm friendly with, and I put it together because I think that will be a pretty solid group. Mm-hmm. But just to showcase another side of my music, it's not super serious, just for fun.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool.
That should be fun. Yes.
So on the side of like promoting and stuff, how did you really get started with that, and how do you really try to go about picking bands that you want to like book shows for and stuff? Do you do that?
I've got a
genre or.
Well, the way I feel nowadays is, what is genre?
You're right.
If you think about it, it's 2019, man. It's gonna be 2020. What is genre?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the way we describe our band, Cruise Control, we call it reggae funk jam band. That's not a real genre.
It's like you play a bunch of different styles. It's a fusion is what it is. Yeah. And nowadays so many different groups. You could be a metal band and then you've got a reggae breakdown. You could be, but like music in general, it's all in the melody. Mm-hmm. It's all in the melody. You could be a metal band, but you have good vocal melodies. Yeah. And you could be on the radio because your melodies are getting in people's heads. People don't realize that like there's half this rap stuff nowadays. You don't know what the hell he's saying, but you can sing even mumble rap. It doesn't matter. It's the melody that you're singing to, the notes in the order.
In your head, yeah.
Exactly. So, like, genre doesn't really necessarily exist anymore. It's just kind of the walls are breaking down on that.
Yeah.
So, how did we get on that topic though?
I was asking like, what kind of bands?
What kind of bands do I select?
Yeah.
I like to work with everything.
Yeah.
Basically, I go by the notion real recognizes real. So I know what I need to do, and I know what I'm doing for myself, and I know what if you want to call yourself professional, I know what you need to have as far as representation on the internet. I know what you need to be doing as far as promoting yourself. I know all these things. And so I've got a strict process that I go by. Yeah. I'll blast, I'll go on Facebook and blast all the groups in the entire country. Oregano Records looking for artists. People all day. My inbox is bleep bleep, bleep bleep. People are, hi, I saw your thing. Then you get the idiots that are like, saw the picture.
That's it.
All right, and then you get other people that are like, hi, my name is blah blah blah. I'm very interested. I saw. Here's a couple. That's the guy I'm going to look at. I'm not going to look at the guys like, check my EPK.
Yeah.
No, bro, let's have a conversation for a second.
Yeah.
So, first I wean out the idiots. Mm-hmm. Sorry. But I wean out the ones who really don't know how to talk to people.
Yeah, yeah.
Because how am I going to send you to a bar to play? You going to act like that? No. So I know how you need to conduct yourself, and I know what you need. And so I go through a process where I'll talk to people. I'll check out any videos they want to send me. I ask them to send me produced videos and live videos to see what they make themselves look like and what they look like live.
Yeah, yeah.
And after that, then we talk. We have some interviews and stuff, and I see their goals, and we go over everything. But, there's a strict process that I comb through to see who's a real good artist that I need to stick with. And it's kind of been working out because I've been getting people gigs, and I haven't been having a lot of problems. At first,
that's good.
A few people, I said, okay, I guess they lied to me. And then, but as you start booking and as you start going along your process, the fake ones all fizzle out, and then you end up with the people that are the venues are most interested in a certain group, and you kind of can realize exactly who to send where. And now at this point, I'm getting more of a finer group of solid people that it's working out, and we'll keep adding.
Nice.
But I do have standards, so
yeah, for sure.
Don't send me a message saying, "Sup, heard the podcast, want to play?" No.
Show.
And then you're gonna go ahead and say, "Hey, I sent you a message, you didn't answer." Well,
why do you think I didn't answer?
Take a look in the mirror, bro. Listen to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man, because that's pretty, like, I don't know. I think it's a pretty interesting side.
Thank you.
Especially because you're also a musician yourself, So
exactly.
You're not just a promoter. Like, you're also promoting these other people, but you play your own shows, which I think is
cool.
It
makes it more relatable.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know what it's like on both ends. Mm-hmm. I know what the club owners want and what they want, what they'd be willing to pay, and I know things that they expect. But as a musician, I know what we would like and what's actually fair and what isn't, and ABC.
Yeah, musicians helping musicians. It's always like my favorite
DIY grassroots,
yeah,
right?
Because like
Oregano.
there's too many people out there trying to just like tear you down or like kind of talk shit and stupid stuff like that. But it's like we're all the same business. Like, what are you trying to tear people down for? Like,
right?
We're here to just help each other out and have a good time.
Yeah, if everybody's fighting everybody, nobody gets anywhere. But when you start helping people, everybody can grow.
Yeah, exactly.
People don't realize this.
Watching people grow, man, it's great. Like there's a couple bands we've been playing around here with for like 3 years, you know, and being really good friends with them, and like watching them every show just get better and better. It's like it's
and
awesome, man.
If you're helping them, then you're aiding in that process. Hey, maybe when the time comes around, they might remember.
Yeah, right.
Such and such helped me with this and that, and maybe they might give you a call.
Yeah, exactly.
People don't realize instead of fighting them for the gig they got, help them get another one, and then if they can't make, they give you the other gig, and then everybody's eating. Mm-hmm. What's that YouTube video? Everybody eats. You ever see that?
I don't think
Some guy's like feeding chickens or something. He's like, everybody eats. But hey, man, if everybody eats, nobody's hungry.
Exactly. Yeah. Quit try to make it a competition.
Yeah.
It's not a competition.
It shouldn't be.
No.
Life should not be.
Yeah, especially things that are coming from the heart and stuff. Like you're over here trying to play
art. Yeah.
Yeah, make art and do all this stuff, and then you're gonna try and pretend like it's a competition and get in people's way. Like, come on, what are you really in this for?
Right, man. Fight for peace.
Exactly, right.
I just opened on that. Yeah, fight for peace. Yeah.
Well, sweet, man. You got any other things that you wanted to let the people know about, or?
I think that kind of covers it. I got one more tune I'm going to play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is on another end of the spectrum. The first song is called Fight for Peace. You can check that out if you're listening on Spotify. We're on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're listening on Spotify, scroll up. Check out Living on Love. Check out Fight for Peace. Check out all the songs. The newest album, Living on Love, is the most polished. It's the newest songs, but that's not to say the other ones aren't so good. If you catch me at a show and you like the music enough and you want to purchase it, I have download cards. They're $10. It has a QR code on it. You can scan the QR and you got all 5 of my albums. You can do whatever you want. You listen to them in the bathroom, listen to them in the car. I don't care. Whatever you don't tell me. But yeah, I've got download cards. I got zip drives too. Those are $15, and you can purchase the zip and then pop it in your computer, and you don't even have to download. So, I've got stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to play this song here. This is called High Tonight. And check 1, 2. And I want to get high tonight. Smoke a spliff to the morning light. Grab my guitar and write as I take flight. And I wanna get high tonight. Light up that piece and burn it bright. Yeah. Pass it on my left side and on my right. Yeah. Friday and I'm looking for some buds that I could be cooking, shookin'. Ready for injection, rub it up, light it up. Convection, green leaves, THC, the highest of grade, advanced degree, sweet. Sensei, that dang cheese got you sitting on your dairy. We love the trees, little broccoli, hydroponic, hypnotic, freeze. Grab my keys, cause I'm out now, listen what I'm talking about. I wanna get high tonight. And smoke a spliff to the morning light. Grab my guitar and write as I take flight. And I wanna get high tonight. Light up that piece and burn it bright. Yeah. Pass it on my left side and on my right. So break it, pack it in, then shake it. Twist it, bop it, drop it in, rake it, bake it into my face, cause I'm floating around and dancing in place. Up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Rastafari, that's right. Now I must fly with a positive vibe.